As Todd and Emma Sadowski show us in this week's TeenWork, when you go to a game on City Island, teenagers will be a big part of your fan experience. Good morning, guys.
My dad is the sports director here at the station, so as you can imagine, we've been to a lot of games. It's always fun to watch, and for teens, it can be a pretty cool place to work.
Now, the Senators play 71 home games at Metrobank Park and will hire 300 to 400 seasonal employees.
We went to their job fair to find out what positions are available and why they're encouraging teenagers to apply.
We have a lot of teenagers in our merchandise store, down in the kid zone. We've always had a few in the box office. And also Delaware North Sports Service, our concession company, hires a bunch of teenagers as well.
The job fair was held in the team offices and lasted 3 hours. Applications were available for the Senators or the concession company, with interviews right on the spot. There are definitely jobs that are more coveted.
I think for teenagers, it's probably the team store. It's really relaxed and fun, and you're in air conditioning on those nice hot July days.
Of course, school is out in July. One of the advantages for teens is their open schedule. The Senators will train all employees. It certainly helps if you like baseball and meeting new people.
We heard about it through some family friends. We also like to come to the Senators game, so we thought it'd be something that would be fun for her to experience for her first job.
I wanted to work with the kids, so doing the games and everything would be nice. I like to talk to people, so it would be nice interacting with everybody. I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited at the same time.
If you think Kylie is excited now, wait until payday. The rate starts at minimum wage, and most of the teens already have plans for the money.
Save up, give some to my mother, because she helped me so much, so I gotta help her too.
I'm definitely going to save part of it for when I go to college and everything, so I have money for that. And then the other half will just be shopping.
No previous experience is required. For many teens, this will be their first job. And what better environment to work at than a ballpark?
It's a baseball team. It's a good environment. It's a fun job to be at. So as long as they're excited to show up to work every day, that works for us.
Employees are not expected to work all 71 home games. Once school is over, teens can expect to work about half those days. A shift lasts anywhere between 3 and 4.5 hours.
The Senators aren't the only team to use teenagers for their workforce. The York Revolution and Lancaster Barnstormers are options for kids closer to those stadiums.
The Senators still have plenty of open positions. If you want to share this story, it is on the station website at FOX43.com. And if you know of any teenagers doing great work in our community, please contact my dad. His email address is tsadowski@fox43.com and label it TeenWork.
Anthony Campos, Diego Aguilar, Oscar Banda, Casey Sheridan, and Chelsea McFalls are the 5 Angels.
The victims' families weren't sure if people would start to forget about the memorial tournament after 2 or 3 years. They are thrilled to know it's actually been the complete opposite.
I've heard some of the teenagers at the tournament making comments like, "We've got to remember why we're here." And that's not a normal statement for a soccer tournament.
When it comes to the 5 Angels, it's easy for the players to put themselves in their cleats. The tournament brings back the reality of the tragic event.
They weren't speeding or drinking or drug. There was nothing like that involved. It was basically an accident. And I think it was an eye-opener for a lot of teenagers that, like, wow, if it happened to those kids, they were just 5 great kids. All they did was play soccer. That was the love of their life. And like, if it could happen to them, it could happen to me.
There's always a big impact, like to hear 5 teenagers lose their life like that. It's hard. The tournament's about kind of giving back to the families, showing that we're there for them, helping the community come together, and sharing our love of soccer.
There's no shortage of volunteers to help behind the scenes. For the teams that pitch in, it allows them to show their support.
It just makes me feel good that I'm giving back to the community. I mean, these 5 parents lost a lot, and I want to make them feel comforted and that this whole community is around them and makes them feel happy.
There is certainly a welcoming and generous spirit from everyone at the event. The teams are high school aged, and for them, it's an opportunity to play some preseason games while supporting a worthy cause. For the families, it forges an even stronger bond.
Our attitude is our kids are together forever, so we're going to be together.
In just a few short years, proceeds from the 5 Angels tournament has allowed the families to award 7 college scholarships, Donate $12,000 to the New Oxford High School soccer teams, along with other soccer-based programs.
Later this year, they will auction off jerseys signed by the entire Manchester United and Southampton teams. For more information about the jerseys and the 5 Angels, go to fox43.com to find the link.
For this week's TeenWork, Todd and Emma Sadowski are here to tell us about an event that helps teenagers and their parents save money. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Amanda. Well, for the 5th consecutive year, the Tau Kappa sorority at Shippensburg University organized Project Prom Dress, with all the proceeds going to charity.
They started spreading the word and accepting donations in September, a little earlier than in the past. As a result, a bigger and better sale.
I heard it off of Facebook. One of my teachers had posted something and I saw it and was like, oh, this is cool.
We're all for charity issues, so we thought this would be a great opportunity for them to come and try to pick out their dresses, and we were very happy that they both did.
Amber and her younger sister Taylor modeled their new dresses for us. They were eager to see the selection and impressed with the service.
They were very nice and they said they liked the dress and they were just very sweet to me.
Some of them are really excited to be here and really into the event and finding dresses, but then you have the other girls that are very shy. But once they start trying on dresses, they see the fun in it.
What's it like knowing that you've helped them create a memory?
It's really nice knowing that this is the dress they get to wear for their special night. So now that I see how much they appreciate this and the $30 dresses, and it's just really cool to see how much they are grateful, they appreciate. It's cool to see us giving back to them.
Basically, all this has turned into a nonprofit business once a year. They increased their hours, and the customers were lined up at the door before they even opened.
We came here at 7 to start setting up, and people were outside at 7:30 coming in. That was when our big rush was, from like 8 to 9:30. It was craziness here. Definitely opening up earlier brought a bigger crowd in.
Over 400 dresses poured in for the sale, along with all of the other accessories needed for prom night, at a price that is hard to beat.
The most expensive thing's $30, and we have jewelry for $1. Like shoes, the most expensive pair is $5. They can get a whole outfit here for under $50, which is unheard of at any prom store. So they can leave here with their shoes, dress, jewelry, and they're ready to go.
And each year, the sorority chooses a different charity to donate the money raised from the sale. This year, it's Randy's House of Angels, an organization based in Camp Hill that helps children affected by domestic violence.
They will make the donation in honor of Carly Hall, a Millersville University student killed earlier in the school year. The grand total for the Project Prom Dress is $1,247. If you would like to share our story of Project Prom Dress, you can find the link on the station website at fox43.com. And if you know of any teenagers doing great work in our community, please contact my dad. His email address is tsadowski@fox43.com and label it TeenWork.
Todd Sadowski is here this morning to introduce a new segment, Fox 43's TeenWork. Todd.
Good morning, Amanda. Don't worry, I'm not giving up my night job covering local sports, but I will be setting the alarm clock and working some mornings with this young lady right here. Emma and I are teaming up to showcase some of the great work being done by local teenagers.
Since it's my dad and I working together, we thought the best way to start our new series is to feature a dad and daughter doing something side by side.
And that is why we chose the Schroyers, a firefighting team that volunteers with the Eagle Fire Company in Mount Wolf. 10 years ago, Mark Schroyer agreed to help build a new website for Eagle Fire Company number 22. Now he's the assistant fire chief for the Double Deuce.
Sam Schroyer is a 9th grader at Northeastern High School. She became a junior firefighter as soon as she was eligible.
As a junior, she can't join until she's 14, but I think at 2 months before she was 14, she had her application filled out.
The best part about being like a volunteer firefighter is everybody's like known as your family and you're all comfortable in here.
Dad and daughter have always been close.
Sharing a job strengthens their bond.
I'm very proud of her that she wanted to kind of follow in my steps. It's allowed us to spend more time together and you know, give us something in common to talk about.
If like my father's home and I hear that pager go off, I'll rush to get shoes on to be able to make it to his car so he doesn't leave without me. That's happened before.
Sam has trained with equipment that weighs up to 80 pounds, but she can get dressed and ready to respond in 37 seconds.
I can help with outside work, like if there's a fire, I can help with the outside, like I can raise ladders, and I can help flake out hoses.
The Schroyers took the Sadowskis for a ride around the community. When they hop into the fire truck for a real call, it's likely for a dangerous situation.
I'm not afraid of like gory sights, so I don't think it really affects me, but the emotions that other people do, like they have, that's the thing that'll probably affect me also, but I will overcome that.
Guys and girls that are around her, have her back like we have each other. So going through all the training myself has kind of let me keep the calm.
Sam's mom is the one that does most of the worrying. They keep her informed with a radio at home. It sounds like her dad's influence has created a lifelong job for Sam.
I want to continue this for the rest of my life. I want to move up in my rankings, but instead of being a junior, I want to rank up and hopefully change other juniors that come along in the future.
Sam has 3 years of high school left. After she graduates, there are colleges that have live-in programs for firefighters.
Now, Mark is hoping Sam can get into one of those schools to help her feel more comfortable and to help financially. As we all know, higher education does not come cheap.